Good afternoon, families. It is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023, and I'm coming to you with our Robot Roundup vlog for the week. So we'll get right into our top two. Tomorrow, Friday, it is a noon dismissal for teacher professional development. So please make sure students are picked up tomorrow by noon. Also, no school on Monday, November 6th as well. So just be mindful. Our second top two, daylight savings time. So there's a time change and the fall clock is moving backward this weekend on Sunday, November 5th. So please make sure you change your clocks accordingly so that way you are ready for the day. Now let's get into the rest of our vlog for the week. Our Halloween parade and our fall celebration was tons of fun. So I just want to thank our room parents for their support. And I want to make sure that they know that it was fantastic helping us set up here in the classroom and adding some special flair in and around the room and helping out with just kind of having snacks and things like that. We really appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I definitely could not have done it without them. And that's just important. Then, next, we have a Scholastic Book Fair that's coming to Lake Bluff on November 14th through the 16th. So please use the link in the email that is below to create an e-wallet for your student if you would like them to purchase any items during our classroom visit, which is going to be on the 14th of November. There's also this page that's coming home in your folder today that just kind of gives us a little bit more information so we can help support your student when we are there. So please go ahead and do that. Then we have big news. Our first family project is coming home in our folder today. This is a disguising our turkey project. So as our seasons are changing and the times are changing too, we have students bring home this special project. So it's decorate and disguise this fantastic turkey. Now your turkey is going to look a little different than mine because this is my example turkey, but you've got a special sentence strip that you're going to use to write a name for your turkey after you have found some things at home, sequins, feathers, whatever you can to decorate this amazing turkey. Please have these turkeys back to us by November 20th. That's a Monday, so it gives you about 2 weeks or so to work together at home, have fun while you're disguising your turkey, and we're going to put them up in our classroom on our bulletin board out in the hall to kind of decorate for our fall season. So that's kind of fun. This week in phonics, we have been practicing and learning our lowercase I, which says I, and our lowercase s. Here's our phonics workbook. Well, this is mine, so my handwriting's pretty good. So we've been working on our short I and our lowercase s. And then, on top of that, we've been using those things to help sound out words like sip, sip, and then listening as I said a word out loud and then chopping up that word using a knife and a cutting board. I would say sis, they would go s, and then write those letter sounds independently, even this word, mad, which we talked about if we don't do it correctly. You could spell map, which would totally be frustrating if you were said, I'm so map. And then we all laughed about it because it's true. If you write a word incorrectly and don't go back and reread it, writing the wrong word could totally change what you're trying to tell someone. So that's interesting. In reading, we've been reading books about apples, of course, and fall and Halloween. And as we are moving into November, we're going to read books about changing weather and how those changes affect how we dress, what we can do outside, and just the different weather that we notice. Now, each student has also been working on putting together a book box for our readers' workshop. So this is a time when they're either reading independently or during our quiet time where there's things to do. Students have a book that they can read that might look like, here's a book, The Eagle Can Fly, which of course, with my very favorite word, the. And we practice those strategies during our reading time, like using our phonics rules and sounding things out, especially with new words. They also got this cool word ring that we added our very first word, the, and then they will continue adding words as we learn them together in class. Now this week we practiced the and the word of, so pretty exciting. We're getting into 2 words now. As we move into math, there should be a fantastic page that came home today as well that shows you kind of what we've been learning and what's going on and what's coming up. We've been practicing writing our numbers. Also, we practiced playing restaurant again. Our menu changed. We went from our regular boring old menu of tacos and apples and pretzels to grapes, crackers, and carrots. We shook it up a little bit. So We counted out our orders and made those things with some pretend food, of course. Then we've been writing our numbers 6, 7, and 8. So that's kind of been fun. And then last but not least, our toy dance party book we actually finished today. So Plastic, Lumpy, and Stingray actually threw an actual party for Frank the washing machine and the dryer in the basement. Even Tuck Tuck the towel was invited, and it was a glorious party. Now later, while Honey was out for dinner, most of the toys decided, and a little naughty, to use nail polish and paint on top of the Barbie box, which of course had the Barbies and their clothes still in it. So they painted all over it, and even Plastic decided, there she is right there, right up on the shelf, to get in some gold colored nail polish and swirl around, and she thought she looked beautiful, and then rolled around on the carpet, but she got nail polish on the carpet. And just when they realized this was going to be a big problem, the people came home early. So as they all kind of looked at the big mess, the little girl noticed that the one-eared sheep had fallen asleep in a puddle of green nail polish, and when she picked the one-eared sheep up, the one-eared sheep now has no ears at all. So now we have a no-eared sheep who can barely hear anything. And the sheep was a little sad. But the little girl didn't think that it was a naughty thing. She thought that they were making her a special present. And she apologized to all the toys for not really playing with them as much as she used to, because she told them that, well, she's getting older and she's got things like homework and chores. And even though she's getting older and she doesn't always play with them as much, that she will always love them forever and always, and she will always try to keep them. So that was really sweet and very wonderful. And that ends up being the end of our Toys Go Out and Toy Dance Party set. We have one more book left, but we're not going to read it right away because it's kind of a special book, and we're going to leave it to the springtime. So we're going to actually dive into some different chapter books for a little while. And please stay tuned to kind of keep up to what we are learning and reading about here in the classroom. But I hope you had a fantastic Halloween if you celebrated Halloween. I hope you are having a fantastic fall. It got cold quick. Please, please, please send students with snow pants and boots and all the warm things so we can go outside and have fun and play, but also not get sick, because there is some awful colds and things going around. So be safe, be healthy, have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget about daylight savings time, and I will see you next week. Bye.